For this episode, we traveled to Fairbanks to check out the opening of Bart's Boardshop, the first locally owned skate shop in town in about 10 years. Afterwards, everyone met at John Weaver Memorial Skate Park for a barbecue and skate sesh. There, we found a nearby bench and talked with the owners about their motivations, influences, and the local skate scene.
You know, we're not trying to drive a Rolls Royce or nothing out here, you know? Like, we're just trying to keep the culture going in Fairbanks.
Before we got to that, though, we had some issues with Dustin's van. The water pump blew up.
Oh, dude, this is not okay. Hey, man. Dude, you want to go look under there?
That's really not good.
I know.
We were able to make it to Cantwell, where a few locals helped us jerry-rig the problem. We bought 4 gallons of water and some stop leak, and that got us to Fairbanks. Here's what we learned.
I'm not sure how all this stuff works because I'm brand new to it, but I do know that since we started on our journey with this, that almost every local business has been behind us and super supportive.
I watched this thing on, I think it was Quarter Snacks, about this kid that started a skate shop out of his house in New York. And it just grew and grew, you know, and he was like, you know, he just started off small with some boards and trucks and wheels, and it just kept growing. And I was like, I hit up Bryce because he was up north, and it was like, man, we should just do this. Like, you know, we always had trouble finding boards and stuff, so it was like, let's just have our own, you know? And then kind of grew from there. Like, he was psyched on it, so we just went with it. And the original, it was like, I was like, let's call it Briz and Barts, you know? And he's like, dude, let's just call it Barts. That sounds way sicker. People say that retail's dead, but they just don't know how to market it, I feel like. You know, social media is a big thing too, you know, reaching out on there. That's how we've gotten most of our people right now, you know.
We're doing those artist collabs like this one. Danny Palomino, he did this for us. We thought about doing local artist collabs, like doing limited drops, like we only made 30 of these. So maybe next time we'll do 40 or whatever. But we're gonna work with another local artist and see how that does, and I guess that's kind of a special way of promoting. Bring other people that don't skateboard into, you know, get behind the local artists. It died down really heavy after Mission. Around 15, 16, I started hanging out at Mission quite a bit, where Frank, Josh Poe, and Paul, they ran that. I was just probably an annoying little kid, but they took me under their wing. And then Zoomies came in and that kind of wiped them out, you know? And then just each summer after that, you could see skaters just getting tired of skateboarding, it seemed like.
If we didn't have Joel's place, there would be no skateboarding in the wintertime. We'd go to the parking garage if it was like 20 above, which is like never. So, I mean, really Joel's place and anything indoors that we can get, you know, anybody's garage we can go skate, you know, anything like that. But really the challenge is just winter. That's really it. And the rocky ground, but I mean, it comes and goes. I mean, these last couple winters have been nice though. I mean, it only got -40 like once, you know, which I guess that sounds kind of bad, but in 5 years, I hope to just have a spot still and have a place for kids, you know. We don't care about making money. We don't care about having you know, anything that we make off this, we put right back into it. We take our money back and we put all of our profit into it. We don't, you know, we're not trying to drive a Rolls Royce or nothing out here, you know? Like, we're just trying to keep the culture going in Fairbanks because it was dead for so long. And it's like, in 5 years, I hope to just have our own actual spot and, you know, just grow and grow. Maybe transfer to snowboarding too, if that, you know, if it allows us to. Whatever we can do to help kids out, because Borderline, Mission, they all helped us out when we were kids, you know? Like, I just looked up to all those dudes at Borderline when I was a kid, you know? Like, I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for them, so why not give back? You know? And I was at Joel's place this winter. I was teaching this kid how to skate because he's a scooter kid, and he was hyped on it, and I just, you know, brought back the memories of me learning to drop in on this quarter pipe right there, you know? Some dude gave me a board out of his trunk because I dropped in. It was the raddest feeling, you know? So it was like, why not give that back?